Hey everyone, welcome to my first theory video. So this one is about the FNAF sister location video, or that Scott Cawthon put up on his channel earlier today. So what I'm going to be discussing today is my ideas and theories that will probably be happening. I've seen through this trailer many times in really slow motion, trying to see everything that's happening, anything that could be seen. I probably have missed some things. If I have missed things that you've noticed, can you leave a comment below? But anyway, I'm going to be putting this trailer on in the background whilst I talk about the various things I've seen in it. I'm just going to be starting up now, if I can get my audio to work. It's been bugging out whenever I'm doing a recording, but I don't know why it's playing up so badly, but it should be working. But so, sister location, we all are wondering where this is going to be set, and most of us are assuming that it's going to be in the sister location that's mentioned in FNAF 3. But I'm just going to let this play for a few moments. So I don't know about you, but I am really excited for the game. I think it looks fantastic. I think there's been actually a lot more things being revealed in this trailer than what people think. Of course, there's the obvious thing, which is the repeating of the message, "Don't hold it against us," which seems to be this game's equivalent of "Was it me?" or "Is it me?" Which was a recurring phrase in the original FNAF series. And at the end we also hear the phrase, "You don't know what we've been through." So we know a few of the things about these animatronics that are appearing in the game. We know two of them resemble some of the two of them resemble animatronics we've seen before. Over here we have what we have been calling Playtime Foxy, I think, and we've got a Playtime Freddy. And this is the new animatronic, which everyone is really excited about. This one here, who has been on the Scott Games page at the moment. People are assuming this one is Baby because of the phrase, "Everyone please stay in your seats," which was a phrase used in the FNAF world at the end of Update 2 after the creator is killed. So everyone is assuming this one is Baby, which everyone is really excited for. But so what I'm thinking at the moment is there's a lot of questions that are being asked because of this trailer. Like, what's the gameplay going to be like? Where's the setting? What kind of animatronics are we dealing with? So I think where this is most likely going to be set is the sister location, which is mentioned in Five Nights at Freddy's 3, around night 4, which is something that the phone guy says in his opening call is due to an unfortunate incident at the sister location involving multiple spring lock failures, which is why he deems the suits dangerous and unable to be used, the spring lock suits. And so he literally says the sister location, which could be referencing this game, or the game could be referencing that quote. Which would give you the question of, are these suits spring lock suits? Are they like Springtrap? And if another question is, what kind of incident do you think will be happening in this game? Because incident is kind of a strange word for him to be using, because most people would refer to it as an accident if it was a non-intentional thing. So you're wondering, did the suits come alive from an unknown means? Is the puppet involved? Was the purple guy tinkering with the suits? Is he going to have more in-depth than he did before? But all of this is going to be really, really interesting to see if Scott addresses it, and what kind of secrets is he going to be putting in. So, but what I think is the biggest question to ask, though, is about the animatronics that we can see near the end, including Baby, is that these guys, if they are Springlock suits, they don't look like Springtrap. Like, this is Springtrap in, of course you probably know what he looks like, but this, of course, is him 30 years after he's rotten and decayed. But you can see that he doesn't have any splits or breaks or anything in his suit like these ones do. Like, Baby has all the body parts separated up. We can see that Springtrap does look different. Sorry about me turning up the brightness, it's just that battery's going dead on the computer. But Springtrap does look different overall to Baby, so that makes you wonder, are these guys like a later version of them? Have they been upgrading themselves? Did the sister location use different types of machinery? Are they not Springtrap suits at all? Or not Springtrap spring suits anyway? Let's see. But there's a lot of interesting things shown in the beginning of the trailer as well, which is around here. I'm just trying to remember where all the time reels are. Not this one. I really should have written down the times. Here. I think this is probably our most revealing scene we've got here. So there's a lot of noticeable things happening in this screen. So we've got the two doors here. We've got a phone here, which could mean we have a phone guy call happening from above. We've got the vent. So it could be implying that we need to be watching out for another thing. We've got a button. I'm kind of assuming this is going to be the button for the door to lock it. And I think this is probably the most interesting thing, is we've got a speaker here. So I think it's kind of strange. Why would we have a speaker if we've got the phone? So I'm assuming the phone is going to be for the phone guy call if we're getting one in this game. So why would we have a speaker? But there's another thing that's shown in a couple of seconds afterwards, is you can see the fan. But this, if we watch in, I'll put it in a slightly slower speed, we can see that when we're going down, you can see that the lights move up ever so slightly. That's kind of implying that we're in an elevator going down. So that could be the introduction of the game, but I personally don't think it is. Because if we go a couple of seconds later, around here, you can see we're in another room here. And it's also a circular room, from the way we can see the screens and the walls bend with the light. I'm thinking maybe this is the same room. And then we could be having another Five Nights at Freddy's 4 thing where we have multiple directions to be looking in. Maybe we have to be looking ahead as well, and we might be hearing things from the door. We have to turn around and lock the doors. And maybe, but if we also look a couple of seconds into that one, you can see here we've also got another speaker. Which I'm thinking, could that mean that there's going to be a lot of audio in this game? Is this going to be another audio-based one like number 4? But I think this scene is also quite interesting because we've got two odd things. First, we've got, let's just put it in a slightly slower speed so we can see it carefully. But when the light flashes on, you can see that we had a puppet, a balloon boy in the corner, which is kind of strange. Is it going to be also a living animatronic, or is it just going to be just a subtle reference? But my biggest question here is the fact that, are these televisions, or are they screens, or are they windows? Because they do resemble windows more than they resemble televisions. Because I can't actually get the screen loaded onto the second I'm looking for, but you can see that there's depth into these, so that means they're at least in the wall if they're screens. But I think from the lights we can see in the background and the various things, I think it looks more like windows to me. So, like, are we going to have various buttons and levers? Like these, there's a lot of buttons and levers. Are these going to be part of the control system? Are we going to like lower the windows if we see something outside? Are we going to have to listen into the darkness? Because what was revealed in the trailer is that we are playing in an underground area. So that could heavily imply that we are going to be completely in the dark. We're going to be listening out for them. That would explain all the speakers everywhere. Now there's also a vent scene that was shown, which is about here in the video. Yeah. So yeah, we can see us going through the vent. I'm wondering, is this a new gameplay aspect completely, where you're able to go through the vents and move to like various offices or various protection areas? Or do you think this is going to be like FNAF 2, where we're going to have scenes shown through the eyes of the animatronics, such as like the Freddy cutscene, where we see life being given to them by the puppet? So I'm wondering, is this going to be like, can we see them when we have a death mini games or such? I think that'd be kind of cool. So we know it's underground. That's going to be really awesome. I'm kind of excited to see another one of the inside the office listening to things, since I heavily enjoyed Five Nights at Freddy's 4 because of that. I thought that was terrifying, having to listen out for things rather than having everything else helping you. Let's see, where was another... This one isn't really a notable thing, it's just kind of... I'm just wondering about it. Let's go slowly. There. I'm wondering what these buttons meant. I can't actually catch it for a second, but it's fine. As you could see, there was a blue, a green, and a pink, and I think there was an orange one to the side of it as well. I wonder, what do they mean? Are you going to have to like cope with the lights? The light's going to tell you about the various animatronics? Because I'm thinking, if we have the blue could be the new ballet animatronic. The pink could be the Foxy, and the orange, if I am seeing orange, that could be Baby. So maybe the colours indicate which animatronic is outside, maybe, which kind of one we're seeing. And another, probably one of the most major things that we saw in this trailer is the fact that the animatronic suits open now. So this could be hinting at the fact they're spring-lock suits. It could also be hinting at the fact that these animatronics are just different, but we can see them constantly shifting and moving. But I think there's another hint that's done very cleverly. I think this is done on purpose by Scott, which is the different messages that are popping up on the screen throughout the trailer. Now, I've actually got them all written down here, so we don't have to go through all of them individually. But I realise that they all have a rhyming scheme to them, and I think that's kind of interesting because written language doesn't have a rhyming scheme typically, but spoken language does. And we know Baby has a voice from FNAF World, where she says, "Everyone, please take your seats. The show's about to begin," as well as all the things said in this trailer. So we know that she can speak. So maybe it's hinting at that. Where if you write it all down, it says, "Deep below the ground where memories sleep, anger is restless and secrets don't keep." That's the rhyming scheme that is written down here. So is that hinting that I'm pretty certain that at this point it's saying that it's going to be an audio-based one where we're going to be listening out. I think they're going to be speaking this time round. Because I don't know what kind of voices they're going to have, but I do feel like they're going to be speaking. As if we look both here in the video, we can see both Foxy and Freddy have speakers in their chests, so very similar to the ones we have inside the office. So I'm thinking, yeah, they could be speaking to us throughout the video. Maybe that's how we're supposed to find them in this one. And that's pretty much all I have to say in this one about my various series. But I do have one more interesting observation, which I think is quite odd. Is the fact that if you look here, we've got the Funtime Foxy, got the Funtime Freddy, and if you look in his hand, he's got a Bonnie. I'm not sure how clear you can see that. But that's kind of weird. That means out of the 4 original animatronics, the only one that's not being shown is Chica. Is Chica being cut from the game? Is she going to be replaced by the ballet, or is she just going to be like a mysterious character not being shown in the trailers? Maybe she's going to be a surprise plot twist. And another thing I was saying is that the animatronics this time around seem a lot more feminine. Like, I know we could just be being misled. I know a lot of people were confused about Mangle's gender when it was revealed in Five Nights at Freddy's 2. But these ones do look like they would be feminine, including we've got Baby and we got the ballet dancer, which are almost completely certain to be female animatronics. And we've got the Foxy and the Freddy, which do look feminine, like we do have our first pink Freddy. Oops, battery low, it's fine. Just ignore that. But we've got our first pink Freddy, which is like, why would they cut out Chica if they are doing a female Five Nights at Freddy's mostly? Because Chica is, of course, the only original female Five Nights at Freddy's character. But I think it's kind of strange that they would cut Chica out from it. But I think that's pretty much all I've got from this trailer. If you think there's anything more that I'm missing or overlooking, please leave a comment below. Otherwise, I can't stay here for much longer and my battery's going to die. But, yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, please give it a thumbs up. If you don't, give it a thumbs up anyway. Please consider subscribing to my channel if you want to see more Five Nights at Freddy's news as it comes out, and I might be trying to get some more theories out when I can. And I hope to see you next time. Bye!